There comes a moment in life when we stop and ask ourselves, is this really all I'm meant to be? We look around and see others moving forward, chasing dreams, achieving success. Meanwhile, we feel stuck, lost, uncertain. But what if the reason isn't because we're lacking potential? What if it's because we were never taught how to train the most powerful tool we own, our mind? This is not just a story, it's a mirror. It's a reminder. It's the truth you needed to hear. This is Liam's story, and it might be yours too. The invisible cage. Liam wasn't lazy. He wasn't unmotivated. In fact, as a child, he was full of energy and dreams. He loved to tinker. While other kids played video games, Liam built cardboard machines, sketching inventions in his notebook. He wanted to create a device that would help his cousin Emma, who was born mute, communicate with the world. But as he got older, school became less about imagination and more about memorization. Grades replaced curiosity. Tests replaced creativity. One failed science test turned into two. A teacher told him he was average at best. And slowly Liam began to believe it. Maybe I'm just not smart enough. Maybe this dream is too big for someone like me. So he stopped raising his hand. He stopped dreaming. He stopped trying. Not because he didn't care, but because somewhere deep down, he thought he didn't matter. The breaking point. It was a rainy Wednesday. Liam had spent 3 weeks building a prototype for a class project, a glove that could translate hand gestures into sound. He wasn't aiming for a prize, he just wanted to prove to himself that he still had it. But when he opened his locker, his project was shattered. Scattered wires, broken sensors, a crushed speaker, and taped to the side a note. "Give it up, genius. Not everyone's made for this." He stood frozen. He didn't cry. Not there, not then. That night, he sat in silence by the window, watching the rain. And for the first time, he said out loud, "Maybe they're right. Maybe I'm not meant for anything more." The awakening. Sometimes rock bottom isn't the end, it's the beginning. That night, Liam pulled a dusty book from his shelf. It was a gift from his grandfather. Train the mind, free the soul. He opened the first page. You were never broken. You just believed the wrong story. He kept reading. The brain is not fixed. It is adaptable, rewritable, moldable, but only if you train it. That night, something clicked. Liam realized his biggest failure wasn't in a classroom. It was in letting other people's voices become louder than his own. So he made a promise. I will stop surrendering my mind. I will rebuild it. The rebuilding. He started small, 10 minutes of focused study, morning walks without headphones, affirmations on his mirror. I am training, not failing. Discipline is love in action. The mind is a muscle. He deleted distracting apps. He tracked his thoughts. He wrote down every time he caught himself saying, I can't. And each time he replaced it with, I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm showing up. Some days were hard, most days actually, but he kept going. Because for the first time in years, he wasn't chasing perfection, he was chasing progress. And progress showed up quietly but surely. The return. A year later, Liam entered the National Young Inventors Competition. Same idea, new version. His glove was sleeker, smarter, and real. It converted sign language into speech in real time. He stood on stage nervous but grounded. And when the crowd rose in applause, Liam didn't think, I'm a winner. He thought, I came back. I didn't abandon myself. He didn't beat anyone else. He beat the version of himself that once believed he couldn't. The truth you needed to hear. You are not broken. You are not too late. You are not behind. You are simply untrained. Start today. Start small. Start shaky. But start. Because when you reclaim your mind, you reclaim your power. And when you reclaim your power, you reclaim your life. MSB Story. If this story touched your heart, subscribe to MSB Story. Comment. What part of yourself are you ready to reclaim? Because at MSB Story, we don't tell stories to impress. We tell stories to awaken the strength inside you.